A very good day to doctor. My name is May and my metric number is 280778. Now I will present about the case 3, Mr. DIY, the Malaysian sweetheart. And let me briefly explain about the executive summary. Mr. DIY is a house improvement retailer that has been established since 2005. Financial and competition problems are facing UA and UA due to the rise of digitalization and e-commerce, as their initial concept is to establish only the physical retail stores. Internationalization is recommended to Mr. DIY to address the financial and competition issues. Next is the problem statement. The main issue in this case is the financial and competition issues. To clarify this, UA and UA suffer the pressure from board of directors due to the decline in financial performance of Mr. DIY. The net profits decreased by 19.5% year-over-year to 100 million in the first quarter of 2022. There is a downward trend in the ratio of earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization as a percentage of sales from 29% to 33%. The management is concerned about the pricing strategy to uphold the taglines of always low price. Currently, Mr. DIY used low price approach to prioritize price competitiveness. To provide best value for money to their customers, Mr. DIY need to sacrifice the profit margin in terms of rising costs and global inflation. Besides, UA also concerned whether internationalization could be the correct choice for them. The next problem is the intense competition in the industry that Mr. DIY currently involved. Nitori Holdings, a Japanese furniture retailer, has established in Malaysia since 2022, and this increased the competition in the industry. Next is the cause of problem. Here are some of causes of the problem. Firstly, increase in labor, logistic, and purchasing costs is a factor that lead to reduced financial performance. Next, COVID-19 pandemic led to decline in revenue since it changed the business model from brick and mortar to e-commerce due to the movement control order implemented by the government. E-commerce enables customers to purchase the products through online platform and hence reducing the number of walk-in customers. Since Mr. DIY has more brick and mortar stores, the decline in walk-in customers have affected its financial performance in that period. Besides, the emergence of e-commerce and change in buying behavior of consumers cause both financial and competition problems. E-commerce is keep rising as many organizations aware of the users and gratification theory. It indicates that the customer gratified their psychological needs by using specific media as they are goal-oriented. E-commerce norms become popularity and increase the level of competition in retail industry. As e-commerce provide convenience and time saving, most customers prefer to shop online and directly affect the revenue of Mr. DIY. Other than that, e-commerce launched by Mr. DIY is not effective to contribute to the overall sales of the company. Mr. DIY spent much cost in implementing e-commerce, but its sale is just less than 1% of Mr. DIY sales. Next is regarding the SWOT analysis. Mr. DIY has the strengths that sells the product with low price but high quality to the consumers. This can attract the customer that seeking the low price products. Mr. DIY also acts as the one-stop center that is convenient for customers to purchase different products just in a place. Robotic e-commerce warehouse is also the strength of Mr. DIY that able to fulfill online order more quickly. Next, regarding the weakness, Mr. DIY has the weakness of increasing costs in labor, logistics, and purchasing. As Mr. DIY sells the products at low price, the increasing cost may be a factor that harms its financial performance. Ineffective e-commerce platform is also the weakness of Mr. DIY that not able to generate more revenue compared to physical stores. Regarding the opportunity, Mr. DIY has the opportunity to expand its business to foreign countries such as Europe. Through the successful expansion, Mr. DIY is able to increase revenue stream and improve its competitiveness in the global market. However, there is also a trade where the emergence of e-commerce and digitalization have affected the performance of Mr. DIY. It caused the consumer's purchasing behavior being changed from offline shopping to online shopping. Foreign competitors, Nitori Holdings that enter Malaysia, provide premium goods and service at reasonable cost is a threat to Mr. DIY. The rivals among competitors increase as the e-commerce allows many businesses to operate and the customer have many platforms to purchase the desired products. And next is the alternative solution. The alternative solution to overcome the financial and competition problem is Mr. DIY expand its business through internationalization. The pros is Mr. DIY has the opportunity to access to new markets and resources. Therefore, the customer base will be expanded and offers more products to them. Greater access to resources is offered such as talent and technology. Mr. DIY can take this opportunity to reduce the production cost and improve the quality of products. Besides, the pros of internationalization is able to improve the profitability through expansion. More customers recognize the brand of Mr. DIY. It can increase the sales and profit of the companies by offering products to them. On the other hand, the cons is Mr. DIY that intends to expand its business to Europe area may face the challenge of language and cultural barriers. Every country has its own language and culture that leads to difficulty in establishing the business relationship with those countries. The next cost is the high setup and termination costs. To open the retail store in foreign country, especially the Europe area, Mr. DIY has to bear the setup and termination costs, office and infrastructure and salary for the local workers. Professional consultant is a need to offer guidance in tax and legalities. Hence, the cost is relatively high for internationalizations. The next alternative solution is Mr. DIY should improve the double sword edge strategy of offline and online. The pros is Mr. DIY is able to gain more customers compared to those that only have either offline or online strategy. By having both models, it provides customers the choice that they prefer. Offline model is suitable for the elder that not effective in using the mobile device, while online model offer convenience to customer and hence it is time saving. The next pros is Mr. DIY can have more opportunities to serve its customers. This is due to customers can reach out the physical retail store for after-sales service when that is defective in the products that they purchase. The customer will be confident toward Mr. DIY if their initial experience is satisfactory. Next is regarding the cons. Through this strategy, the management of Mr. DIY will be more complex. Monitoring and streamlining both operations can be challenging. When a part of business fails to communicate effectively with others, the conflict occurs and it probably affects the business operation and cause huge loss or damage of reputation. The next con is Mr. DIY will face difficulty in allocating the organization resource to offline and online strategy in terms of human, technical, and finance. Managing online model is hard as it has to ensure the entire process in the website can work smoothly to gain customer confidence and loyalty. If some critical aspects have been neglected, the company may get into trouble. Last but not least is regarding the recommended solution. I recommend Mr. DIY to expand its business through internationalization. Andy Chin as head of marketing should lead his team to well prepare, such as conduct surveys towards the needs of customers in the Europe area. The products sold in Mr. DIY must be able to satisfy their unique needs and expectations to remain competitive in foreign market. Collaboration with other departments such as finance is important to plan for the budget and make analysis to minimize costs. They need to ensure that they're able to communicate effectively with their international partners to avoid misunderstandings and mistakes that can be costly. After implementing sufficient research and the result can satisfy the top management, they can try to expand the business to Europe. Internationalization able to boost the business growth in the form of increasing market share and profitability. Through the business expansions, Mr. DIY is able to generate more profit and have opportunity to engage in technology investment that help to achieve economic of scale that reduce the production cost and improve the quality of products to compete with other companies such as Vittori Holdings. Mr. DIY also can increase its competitiveness in the global market through its low price and good quality products. Hence, the financial and competition issues can be addressed. That's all from me. Thank you.